report drawing on an American tradition you know, looking at the results of a president's first 100 days in office. We are now on the eve of Trump's first 100 days, a busy, sometimes chaotic period, not only for him as a president, if you follow news and politics, but really a chaotic period for the country at times, dealing with his choices and actions as president. This benchmark dates back to FDR's sort of high watermark for a productive first.
Trump has just pulled a jaw-dropping move and backstabbed none other than Elon Musk. That's right, the man who's known for tweeting his way out of everything has now turned his sights on the world's richest tech mogul. Why? What's the real story behind this shocking betrayal? Stick around as we break down this latest drama because trust me, you'll want to know how this insane power play went down. Before we move on, smash that like button and subscribe because you know you don't want to miss out on this one. So it finally happened, the unthinkable, the drama we never saw coming. And I mean, how could we? It's Donald Trump, the king of betrayals, backstabbing anyone who dares to look at him funny. Now taking his stab at Elon Musk. Yes, Elon Musk, the man who once made everyone believe that we were going to live on Mars and who somehow managed to turn every one of his tweets into a viral event. Trump, of course, made sure to be the villain in this story, right? What else is new? The self-proclaimed master of deals decided to turn on Musk in one of the most spectacularly ridiculous moves we've seen in a while. Now it's not like we didn't see this coming. Trump and Musk, like two titans of industry, both managed to cling to each other like the world's most awkwardly mismatched duo.
Elon's done a fantastic job. Look, he's sitting here, and I don't care. I don't need...
President Trump put out a Truth Social today saying that everybody in the cabinet was happy with you. I just wondered if you had heard otherwise, and if you had heard anything about members of the cabinet who weren't happy with the way things were going, and if so, what are you doing to address those any dissatisfaction?
Hey, Elon, let the cabinet speak just for a second. Anybody unhappy with it?
They went from mutual admiration to this chaotic mess, and if you ask me, it's kind of poetic how this all went down. Is there a better metaphor for the chaotic mess that is both Trump's and Musk's careers? I don't think so. First, let's take a trip down memory lane. Trump's and Musk's relationship, at least publicly, started off like the kind of weird alliance you expect in a Marvel movie. Musk, the genius behind SpaceX and Tesla, and Trump, the man who can't help but launch his own space programs every time he opens his mouth. There was that one glorious moment when Musk got to sit with Trump in the White House, all smiles, looking like two people who were about to start a questionable business venture in a back alley somewhere. Everyone thought, oh, this is a match made in, I don't know, some corner of hell. Musk's increasingly vocal political stances started to rub Trump the wrong way because let's be real here, Trump can't even handle being on the receiving end of a polite disagreement.
Elon Musk has been one of the president's most powerful advisors, but he now says he will be spending less time in the Trump administration and more time focused on his business as it faces backlash.
Hate to see you go, but we love to watch you leave. Wait, am I admiring Elon's ass in that joke? That's not what I was... Anyway, point is that Elon announced overnight an event
without flipping out. Let alone the fact that Musk wasn't exactly toasting his political moves with a celebratory Tesla champagne. Musk's shocker of the century started talking about things like freedom of speech and supporting causes that might not align with Trump's super cool, super predictable brand, and this is where things get a little too real for Trump. You see, Trump needs to be the most important person in any room. He can't share the spotlight for more than 30 seconds without making some bold claim about how everyone should be looking at him. So Musk, with his whole I'm going to tweet random things and make billions mentality, was clearly an annoying distraction for Trump. At least that's how it looked. Suddenly Musk's free speech absolutism didn't match up with Trump's I can't believe you didn't tweet about how amazing I am philosophy. It was too much for the president as Musk got more vocal. Trump got more, well, Trump, and we all know what that means. Twitter rants, ego trips, and probably some poor interns being tasked with sorting out the mess. Well, tech billionaire Elon Musk. The backstabbing part? Yeah, that came with a bang. Let's talk about the moment. Trump decided that Musk was officially the enemy, the catalyst, if you will. No, it was actually a simple, effective move. Trump went for the jugular and hit Musk where it hurts publicly. He might have been subtle about it at first, but subtlety isn't exactly Trump's strong suit. His brand of backstabbing is more like a wrecking ball to the face. Musk was once Trump's golden boy, someone to be admired, adored even, but suddenly, poof.
Musk is such a unique relationship that you guys have to me, because I think in 2020 he voted for Biden, and now he's really done the 180, and you see a lot of these bigger name celebrities doing a 180 and kind of being more supportive on your end. What is your guys'
We
relationship?
have great support. That's great. I mean, he feels that this is the most important election ever. He thinks the other side is bad people. Probably feels in many ways they're not competent, but he also feels that, it's for democracy, et cetera, and feels very strong. I mean, I'm not sure. I've heard, and he's
Just like that, Trump decides to throw him under the bus. It's not like Trump even really needed a reason. Sure, Musk's free speech agenda was irritating him, but we all know the real reason. Trump's massive ego just can't take being outshone by someone who can sell flamethrowers for fun and call himself a billionaire. Trump doesn't like being outdone, and the second he saw that Musk had an ounce of power that Trump himself didn't control, that was it. The betrayal was underway, and there was no going back. Last week was a week of collapsing markets, evaporating 401(k)s, and likely price hikes for the American people since Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs went into effect. The fallout may be too much for even the richest man on the planet. Here's what Donald Trump's confidant and multi-billionaire Elon Musk said about tariffs at an event yesterday. I hope it is agreed that both Europe and the United States should move, ideally, in my view, to a zero-tariff situation. That has certainly